My name is Anita Fabiola. Welcome back to my channel. As you may or may not know, I turned 30 in June. Yes, the big 3-0. And since then, I've been reflecting and thinking and putting everything into perspective. So today in this video, I want to share life lessons that helped me navigate my 20s, and I hope they'll help you thrive in yours. The first lesson is on love, heartbreak, and relationships. You see that man that got your heart broken? He's not the best there is. You will heal and find better. That heartbreak won't last forever. Have you ever heard of character development? Yes, some people are just in your life to help you develop your character, make you stronger, make you wiser, and don't dwell on that relationship. They teach you what you won't tolerate, and eventually when you meet someone good, someone amazing comes along into your life, you're able to actually appreciate them. You won't be able to appreciate good if you've never seen bad. You know, sometimes you go through the worst relationships. When someone amazing walks into your life, you say, that's right, this is what I've been waiting for. So take care of yourself and do not worry, you will heal. Just want better for yourself in all relationships and you'll be all right. Friendships. You will have to lose friends and be okay with losing friends. Like I said about relationships, everyone that comes into your life is not meant to stay. Some friends are for a season, some friends are meant to teach you some things, and it's okay for them to go. Friends come into your life and teach you things and show you the way and show you a different path. Everyone has a purpose. Although some people are completely useless, if I'm being honest, but give yourself grace when you lose friendships. It's okay, it's part of life, we've all been there. The friends maybe you probably started with when you were 20 won't be the friends you have at 30, or if you're one of the lucky ones, you've had your friends for a very long time, you've had your friends maybe since you were in school or from campus, all of that. So our paths look completely different. It's okay for friends to come into your life and actually go. You meet new ones along the way, and usually the friends you have at 30, you've selected them and you're very intentional about them. You're also focused on being a better friend. So as much as you're losing friends in your 20s, and it's very okay, also focus on trying to be a better friend and learning from those past mistakes in the friendships. Realize that, what did I do in the other friendship that made it go south? What was my contribution to the breakup of the friendship, right? And after that, clear something. So when you meet a good friend, the same way you'd meet a good man and recognize that he's a good man, you'll actually meet good friends and you realize, wow, that is a friend I never want to lose. And once you do, please make sure you nurture and take care of those friendships. Take care of your friends and focus on actually being a better friend and a good friend instead of also always complaining about this friend is bad, that friend is bad. Focus on you and the right friends will come along. So remember, it's okay to lose friends. After all, it's the quality of friends that matters, not the quantity. You're not running out of time. 25, 27, 30 is not old. Actually, life begins at 30. This is the best I've ever felt. This is the most secure I've ever been. And you have the rest of your life ahead of you. So please, take yourself out of that mental prison. You're putting yourself under so much pressure. You do not need to. You don't need to have it all figured out by 25, okay? You're a new adult figuring it out as you go. So give yourself grace and compassion as you're navigating life. This comparison is the thief of joy. Please don't waste your precious 20s comparing your life to others. Everyone has a different path. Her path is not your path is not my path. You may look at her and think, oh, she's married, she's got a new car, she's got her master's degree, she's got a house at 25, I'm 29, I'm stuck, and you feel down about that. No, please don't. Everyone has their own timing and things will fall into place for you when it's time for you. So please stop comparing. The next one is people pleasing. Please release yourself from the need to be liked by everyone. As a recovering people pleaser, I spent the better part of my early 20s trying to please everyone and fit in every mold and bending over backwards for people, and it drained me. Now I'm 30 and I truly don't care enough to please anyone. I really don't care enough to be liked. I like me, and that's what truly matters. Please do not want to be liked by everyone. It's going to stress you out, and instead of focusing on yourself, your wants, your needs. You're going to always focus on what other people want for you. When it comes to people pleasing, you will never be able to please everyone. So do not even try, because what makes me happy will actually upset the next person. So don't even try. Just spare yourself the burden of trying to please her, him, while not making yourself happy. Leave that alone. Focus on what makes you happy and leave the rest. Whoever is not happy with that, they'll fall in line later, or they can leave it alone. In our 30s, we don't force anything. Like, everything just flows. If it doesn't flow, we let it go. So adopt that mentality while you're still in your 20s so you can have an easier life, right? The 20s can be a bit chaotic, especially the early 20s. Please, please, please don't take me back to the early 20s, you know, because you're figuring life out. You're figuring yourself out. You're learning about who you are. And it's very okay to be confused. It's very okay to worry about your future. It's very okay to wonder if you're actually going to make it, because you're looking at all these adults that were here before you and wondering, like, how did they make it? Will I be able to make it like they did? Will my life play out like I wanted it to play out, or will my life look like her life, right? It's very normal for all of that to happen. You're new to this, but just give yourself grace and understand that you do not have to fight anything. You do not have to force anything. Release yourself from the need to be liked by everyone, and you will know peace. Stay connected to your inner child. Dream all the dreams. Create yourself in many ways. You can be whoever you want to be. Remember what you wanted as a child. You know, of course, dreams change and things change, but that childlike heart and mind of feeling like everything is possible and you can be all things, you can have all things, you can create all things, it's important to not lose that, because usually in the 20s is where people start to lose their childlike mind and heart, because you've entered real life. Now life starts to life and you realize that I may not actually be able to achieve this and achieve that and achieve that. So usually people let their dreams die in their 20s. So by the time you're in your 30s, you're actually just surviving. And that may be important in some ways, because maybe you need that job to actually survive, so you put your dreams on hold, or maybe you focus on your children first and put your dreams on hold. But it's important that if you can, please always find it in your heart. Go deep down, dig deep within and find that child, that inner child. What did she like? What are her interests? What did she enjoy to do? What were her dreams like? And remind yourself exactly what you dreamed about. Once you do, it will be very easy to connect to your true hopes, wants, and dreams. And it's also very easy for us to adopt other people's dreams and wants for ourselves, that we forget what we wanted as children. So if you can actually tap into the dreams and hopes and all the ideas you had as a child, if you can tap into that and explore more of that, you'll always have that inner childlike happiness. Please have fun, whatever your definition of fun is. For me, it was partying and traveling, and I really did that. I really did the absolute most. And thank God I did, because I don't really have any more parties left in me right now. If I party today, I'm as good as dead for the next 3-4 days, and I can't tolerate that. So now I just party once in a blue moon. But whatever your definition of fun is, please take the time to actually have fun, because you can. Guilt-free, the responsibilities are not that many yet. So enjoy yourself. Be carefree, be spontaneous, and do all the things that you'd love to do. Explore, meet people, travel, whatever your definition of fun is, please do that. And I will say this, have fun. If you love to party like I did, please party, but do not party your life away. Okay, there's still things that need to be done, but just have fun and enjoy yourself. Don't be desperate. Desperate people get used, abused, and taken advantage of. Think about this. You're young, you're beautiful, and you deserve only and only the best. Remind yourself who you are, what you deserve, and be patient. You're not needy, so do not act needy, okay? Don't act needy when you approach situations. It's okay to cut people off. Family, friends, there's toxic people that we meet along the way, but then there's also family members that are toxic and will actually prevent you from being the best version of yourself. I had to cut off a very close family member. Maybe one day I'll tell the story, but it was getting to a point where it was preventing me from actually moving on and living my life and leading the life I wanted to lead. So I had to cut them off for a few years and get myself together while they also got themselves together, sorry. So please, if that's what it takes, it's very okay to cut people off. Everyone has their own life at the end of the day. So do not allow yourself to be stagnant, and it's because of someone. Usually we're stagnant because of our decisions and our choices, but if someone is actually in your way, toxic, making you stressed out, not good for your mental health, it's okay to cut them off. Gone are the days where family was everything and you had to stick around and tolerate all the bullshit that came with some family members. These days, no, you don't. You don't, and no one is actually going to blame you for it, you know, because most times actually that toxicity stems from our families. So if you have to cut someone off so you can excel and prosper, please cut them off. They'll actually come back. Once they see you doing well, they will return. So think of yourself, think of what you need, and if someone along your path is not doing it right for you, please cut them off. Friends and everyone, they can go. Self-love, health, your mind, body, and spirit. Please practice liking yourself, loving yourself emotionally, physically, and think about this. This is the youngest you'll ever be. So please embrace your youthful body, embrace your youthful face before you actually look back at your life and realize that you spent your 20s hating how you looked, how you talked, how you sounded. Please wear a more loving lens, a softer lens when you're looking at yourself. The early 20s are a bit chaotic, but please try to love yourself and love the body that you come in. You're not getting another body. If you need to change something, maybe go to the gym, but please, please, please take care of yourself. Set goals and finish what you start. Please do your part, whatever it is, do your part, and just understand that you're not fully in control of how things play out. So do your part and leave the rest to God. There's goals that I set when I was 22 and that I just achieved at 30. So please take your time, let go of control, but as long as you do your part, everything will eventually fall into place. So trust the process. Start something, finish it, see it through, and everything will work out. No one is coming to save you. Well, someone might. You might get lucky, but do not hold your breath, okay? This takes me back to the previous point of just do your part. Like, set your goals, see them through to the finish line. Do not start something and stop, although you have to explore. So sometimes you explore and realize that I actually don't like that. I do not want to go that direction or that route, and it's okay to stop and do something else. But eventually when you find something that you enjoy doing, please see it through, see it to the finish line, and you'll eventually win, okay? So set goals for yourself. You do not need to set timelines, but you can set deadlines so that you don't procrastinate a lot. So set goals, timelines, and just get to work. Get to work, do something that sets your soul free and sets your soul on fire, and something that you can see yourself doing in the long term. Because usually people that have very big careers in their 40s, in their 30s, they start things while they're in their 20s. So now is a good time to start things, learn about new things, learn new skills and things like that, and explore all the possibilities. Eventually you land on that one career and you're like, this is it. I'm going with this, I'm running with this until the very end. People's opinions of you do not define you. People will judge you, people will talk about you, and it doesn't matter. Honestly, what you say about yourself is all that matters at the end of the day. If I'd allowed people's opinions of me to actually define me, I think I'd probably be in a cave somewhere, hiding and not wanting to be seen. You have to develop a very tough shell and a very tough exterior, even interior, and not let other people's words define you. So free yourself from all the opinions, she said, he said, and focus on what you actually think and feel about yourself. Opinions don't matter. What matters is if you actually listen to them and believe them. So leave them alone. Mind your language. Please, what comes out of your mouth, especially about yourself, is very important. Negative self-talk is very dangerous, and it's not modest to actually talk down on yourself and put down yourself to yourself or even others. Please embrace who you are. Have a little confidence. A little confidence goes a very long way. Stand up for yourself. Do not let yourself be bullied by others. I wish I'd learned this sooner, because I feel like for the longest time I was actually really timid and really scared of confrontation, or really scared of standing up for myself. And especially being in the media for a very long time, you have all these things thrown at you and all of that, and you don't defend yourself. I'm not necessarily talking about publicly defending yourself, but I mean standing up for who you are, number one, what you believe in, and defining yourself for you. Okay? Do not let other people define you. Do not let yourself fit into the mold of what people think you are, or what people have described you to be. You can always change your story. You can always change yourself. You can always evolve. So please allow yourself to evolve, and always stand up for yourself. If someone says you cannot do that, but you actually believe you can, why not do it and show them and you that you actually can? So do not allow to fit into a mold. Just always and always and always stand up for yourself. Go where you're loved, accepted, and cherished, and not just where you're tolerated. Have you ever entered a space and you just realize there's an energy shift? Usually you can tell. We have intuition. So please go to places where you're loved, cherished, and where your soul comes alive. You do not need to force yourself into rooms. You do not need to force yourself into friendships. You do not need to force yourself into relationships or even jobs. If you feel like you're undervalued, you're underpaid, and you feel like you can offer more in a different organization, please, by all means, do what you can to take your expertise elsewhere. If you feel like this group of friends actually is not working for me, I'm not loved here, I'm just tolerated just because I'm around, so now they have to stand me. You do not need to do that. Have a level of self-respect where you take yourself out of situations where you're not loved, appreciated, and cared for. Embrace change. Don't let people put you in a box and tell you exactly what you're supposed to be. Allow yourself to change in many ways as you want. Make mistakes, change careers. The best version of yourself is always under construction. You can change your mind a million times because you have time. You can grow from that. So please allow yourself to change. I'm a completely different person from who I was in my 20s. In fact, I almost do not recognize that person. So allow yourself to evolve. It's okay to evolve. Pick new role models, pick new interests, and just expand into a different version of you each time. It's very okay to change. I'm sure you've seen people who are stuck in their ways, stuck at a job they've hated for 20 years, please allow yourself to change. It's very, very okay. Just evolve and morph yourself into whoever you want to be. It's very possible, it's achievable. People may laugh now, but if you're consistent 5 years down the road, who will be laughing? There'll be no more people laughing. So just believe in yourself, be confident in your decisions, in your choices, and the sky is the limit. All right, and that's it for my 20s life lessons. I hope you've picked out something that is going to help you have a smoother 20s ride. It's a fun journey, so please don't forget to have fun as you go. Everything is possible. All your dreams are achievable. Just enjoy the ride. I love you. I'll see you in the next video.